About its founder and the first president, Maulana Azad. Maulana Azad actually has a very deep connect with Turkey, which I thought I should share with you. He was born in 1888 in Makkah, which was then part of the Ottoman Empire. And he began his studies at Makkah itself and then carried on to study in Cairo at the Al-Azhar University. And he was a great scholar of Islam and the religion, but also he was a great poet and a writer. While he was in Cairo, he had his first contact with the young Turks. Many of them were the followers of Mustafa Kemal in those days. And that's how his fascination and love for Turkey began. When he went back to India, India was also in the midst of its freedom struggle, as was Turkey in the midst of the nationalist movement. Maulana Azad joined the Congress Party and he became a very staunch follower and devotee of Mahatma Gandhi. Maulana Azad, as I was saying, was a great writer and a poet, and he began a newspaper, a weekly newspaper called Al-Hilal, which was being published out of Calcutta in Bengal. He was writing a regular column on Islam and Turkey in those days. And because of that particular aspect, the British did not like that newspaper and his writings very much. Consequently, the British banned the publication of Al-Hilal. But Maulana Azad was not to be deterred. His devotion to his religion, his passion for nationalism remained undiminished, and he began another newspaper soon after, in which, when he started writing these pro-Turkish statements again, these were the days of the Khilafat, the Balkan Wars were going on, and when he was writing all this, the British found it very inconvenient. So they banned the second newspaper as well, and not only did they do that, they put Maulana Azad into prison. Until about the end of 1919, Maulana Azad continued to be in prison, largely because of his nationalist writings and particularly his pro-Turkish writings in those days. So his attachment was very deep. When he was coming out of the prison, and in fact even while he was in prison, he was in constant touch with Mahatma Gandhi. And you would probably know that for the Turkish national movement, when there was a contribution that was raised by the people of India, the women of India in particular contributed very supportively. A lot of that was organized by two sets of people. One was the Ali brothers, who had thought of this and had come to Gandhi for his support, and the other, who was the great mobilizer, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad himself. And he mobilized people across the country for the contributions that came to Turkey for the nationalist movement. And it was not only in terms of the funds that they collected. There was also a medical team that had come, which was led by Dr. Ansari, who was again a very close friend of Maulana Azad. Soon thereafter, of course, He got involved in the freedom movement and he became a member of the Constituent Assembly. And while he was in the Constituent Assembly, apart from writing the Constitution of India, which was the principal task of that particular body, he was very strongly opposed to the partition, because he felt that the partition of the country into India and Pakistan on the basis of religion was not something that was inherently an Indian thought. And so he was very strongly opposed to it. When independence happened, there was, of course, the separate state of Pakistan, but Maulana Azad continued to stay on in Delhi, and he said, as Nandu said, he became the first education minister of India. And in that, he played a very important role in giving importance to the universalization of education, the emphasis on research and development, the starting of many of the universities at that time, and also in that particular context, he started the Indian Institute for Cultural Relations, the Indian Center for Cultural Relations, ICCR. And in that, he played a leading role as its president till his death in 1958. So it's rather interesting that ICCR, which is known to the people of Turkey for the Hindi Association, the Hindi chair at Ankara University is provided by ICCR. Dr. Professor Meena, who's probably here, is the present chair, ICCR chair, and he carries forward a very long legacy of great Hindi scholars. And the Indology department, which was started in the 1930s by a German scholar in the Ankara University. The second link that ICCR has is, and I suppose there are some yoga students over here, and they must be familiar with Guru Ankit, Yoga Guru Ankit. So Yoga Guru Ankit has also come from ICCR. This is another way in which we spread, our belief is that we should share with the rest of the world some of our best experiences. And so yoga is the other one. But I thought I should tell you more about the scholarship programs, because ICCR runs a scholarship program in about 100-odd universities within the country. You get full scholarships and you get opportunities to study virtually any subject in India. And you should look at the ICCR website or at our embassy's website for the details of the universities that are providing these courses, as well as the kind of courses that are available. And we encourage you to participate in that as well. We have today a very interesting evening with a rock group from India. But before that, I understand we will have some of the people who have been sharing the ICCR experience. So once again, welcome to ICCR Day. I hope you have an enjoyable time. For us, ICCR provides the bridge which helps our Turkish friends have another home and another experience in India. Thank you very much.